Yeah, y'all gonna stop coming in my live talking about this Victor dude, bro. We hooping this year. Y'all gonna see.
Hi team, today we're going to be taking a look at Luke Kornet's first interview as a San Antonio Spur. I don't know when the official signing happened, but all I know is it's official now. And this signing is something that I've been looking forward to, us getting a backup center. I was cool with just taking anyone, but I think Luke Kornet is really one of the top tier backup big men in the league. So for the Spurs to secure Wemby's backup for a couple years, I think that's huge for the Spurs and also Wemby. I think this is just going to be a good pairing. If y'all follow me on X at Spurs Spotlight, y'all would see me posting about this. I said I think this is going to be a great pairing. I love the pickup, all of that. Luke Kornet, man, I'm excited for him to be a San Antonio Spur. And without wasting too much time, let's go ahead and jump into the interview and see what he has to say about being a Spur.
Luke, how did we arrive at 7? I know that HBS 40 and
Yeah.
3 was taken.
Yeah. No, I've never worn the number 4. Honestly, for me, and I feel like in the time of life for me and my family, like 7's a big number of like covenant and fulfillment and order and the faith. And so that's kind of what called me to it. And the secondary reason was I just hoped to be a third of the player that Tim Duncan was.
I actually saw that clip. That was something that surfaced around on X, and I think that's going to be a reason why Spurs fans love him. I think he's going to be a fan favorite. And the way he can say his jokes, but just keep it completely monotone, and you don't know whether he's being serious or he's actually joking. Obviously, he's joking, but I think that just makes it 10 times funnier, the way he can say it with the straight face and have you wondering if he's being so serious.
So you're good at that.
He didn't laugh.
Oh, love multiples, factors. Yeah, break it all down. Yeah.
Luke, what sold you on San Antonio? What was the overriding factors?
Yeah, I mean, they were, I feel like just, honestly, I know a lot of people from here, and so I feel like my impression of the organization and of the city is just, I'm nothing but positive, and I kind of felt like me and my wife just in the last month or so talking about it, and I think just honestly being really excited for the opportunity to kind of take on more responsibility and kind of have this sort of next wave of life in our career. And I just feel like through the process, I also feel like how I can fit with the team on the court and what I can kind of provide. I feel like, honestly, just looking forward to really being a part of that and just helping win. But I honestly just felt like a time for kind of this calling to just more responsibility. And, I'm grateful for all the time that I had in Boston. And I feel like it was a really appropriate place for the last several years, and grateful for all the opportunity that it was. But I just kind of felt led, and then I feel like throughout the process, I just felt like San Antonio was really a place that kind of had everything that we'd hoped for, and just felt peaceful in it.
So I don't know the ties that he's referring to. The only one I could think of is Derek White. I know I saw a post on X about his best friend somehow being tied in with San Antonio or something, a close friend of Luke Kornet. I'm not entirely sure. If y'all know, let me know down below in the comment section. But Luke talking about a bigger role is something I'm excited about. Does that mean he's going to come back and start shooting threes again? Who knows? I wouldn't bet on it. But the thing that we need from Luke is really to just be an interior force, be a body, be a presence, and I think that's something he can do pretty easily. But like he said, I'm excited to see him in a role with more responsibility, not being on that stacked Celtics team. There's going to be a little bit more work for him to do, but hopefully he can thrive in this new role alongside Victor Wembanyama.
A lot of good word about Las Palapas, apparently, as a place. No, for sure. Like, there's quite a few people in Boston who have been here in San Antonio before, and Derek had nothing but positive things to say. And I know a few people, but part of the organization just kind of precedes itself. But then Derek, obviously, like, it was such a great place for him, and he's kind of come to his own in Boston. And I feel like I got called up to Boston, and he got traded there at the same time. So I feel like it was interesting to see him kind of grow into a new place after a place that he really cherished for a lot of years, and I'm grateful to be able to be a part of this.
How do you see yourself fitting alongside guys like Victor and whoever else on the roster? What do you bring to the court?
I think it's pretty exciting in terms of that, because I feel like, obviously Victor's got great skills, and then like De'Aaron and Stefan, and obviously getting like Dylan Harper. So I feel like there's a good mix of obviously Victor's talented where I feel like we could be able to play together, and I did that some with Kristaps Porzingis in Boston in the past year and Al Horford, and I feel like having a lot of experience with that, both defensively and offensively, how to be able to play, and then being able to be like a good pick and roll partner, I feel like with a lot of the downhill guards. And then, I mean, for me, like kind of the keys to my game, especially now, are just protecting the rim, which I feel like with me and Victor could be obviously really confident together in, but especially when he's off the floor, being able to provide that. And then, I mean, offensive rebounding has also become a big part of just being able to add possession. So a fun part about it is that like it's going to look different than what it has like a year before me, and every single year of playing is kind of like a new situation.
Don't mean to cut him off, but that's something I pointed out too. Kristaps Porzingis, he played with him, and he also played with Al Horford. So we have seen him play that double big lineup, and I think that would be a lethal lineup. You don't run that every game, but it's for matchup purposes. And also, I'm surprised whenever they talk about the young talent, they don't talk about Devin Vassell or maybe even a Sohan. Obviously, he pointed out the most prominent guys that everyone talks about, but they don't ever show my boy Devin Vassell or maybe even Sohan some love. I wonder if that ever makes Devin Vassell feel some type of way, because he's pretty talented himself.
Of figuring out how to like best play, but I'm looking forward to figuring out that optimal way with this group and with how Mitch wants us to play, and just start integrating that and kind of finding out what those best answers are.
And also, he talked about being a rim protector when Wemby's off the court, playing defense, grabbing offensive rebounds. It seems like they talked about his role. I mean, obviously they got to talk about the role, but I think Luke Kornet is close to perfect to fitting in for that role. So this is a great pickup nonetheless.
Standpoint, you're one of the senior guys on the roster. What's he going to be like, do you think, working with this young group?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a bit of a new experience where obviously I've been playing the last couple of years with a very experienced group, and I think, I mean, honestly, I just hope to be able to just serve in whatever way I can, and I don't think there's any like you're walking in feeling like you're teaching anybody, but really just all kind of in there together figuring it out. I feel like having the experience that I've had, and us having won a championship in Boston and having a lot of playoff experience and stuff like that too, you just start growing a better understanding of how your team needs to work, like the maturity that's sort of required of just how quickly you can recognize and acknowledge what your strengths are and how to cover up your weaknesses and stuff like that on the court. So I really just hope to be able to just kind of facilitate that process for us on the court. And I feel like one of my skills has always just been being able to try to learn how other players on my team see the game, and just being able to help them and kind of help the team kind of augment those to the best of their abilities. So I just look forward to that new opportunity with a different group of players, and so that we as the Spurs can really, kind of become the best version of ourselves and just keep growing.
That is an elite role player mentality, molding around your team to enhance the entire team. That's something you want from every player on your team. But I don't know if it's just me, or if Luke Kornet was on the OG Spurs, he would have been a part of Coffee Gang. Is that just me? Is that my only feeling? I don't know, but y'all let me know down below in the comment section.
I've seen that Victor was back here this morning.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to talk to him? Did he
yeah.
thank you for welcoming you here?
Yeah, I did. There's quite a few guys around this morning, so I got to really meet them all. And yeah, Victor was here, and I was going around doing physical stuff and testing and all these kinds of things. So I look forward to actually being able to start working out with guys and be in the room and just start kind of developing those relationships and getting going on that end. As much as is a pretty exciting time of transition, it's like the favorite part is when you actually get to work and you get to face challenges and you get to try to figure those out together is really, to me, the best part about basketball. So obviously we still got some time until that really kicks in, but it'll be a nice process of coming along in that.
That's elite championship DNA. And right here we see, shout out to Paul Garcia, edited some film by the Spurs of Luke Kornet dunking and taking some jump shots. He met Wemby and a few other Spurs already. Here he is getting his dunks in.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Do a step back three. Now this right here, These are elite Luke Kornet highlights. This is what you're going to see all season. He's not going to be some flashy big man, so I don't think it's Wemby, but he's going to provide some much needed dirty work for the Spurs. And so I'm very excited. This is going to be a great season for the San Antonio Spurs. Y'all let me know down below in the comment section y'all thoughts on the Luke Kornet pickup. But until next time, it has been your boy Chris, and I'll catch y'all later. I'm out.